Good afternoon, YouTube, man. I'm Joe Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body, talking to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, this is the last Saturday of this month. The weekend is here, baby. I mean, time has flown. We're already just about 3 days away from a new month. You have tomorrow. You also have Monday and Tuesday, or the last 3 days left of March. Can you believe it, folks? We're already about to go into the fourth month. It's getting warmer. Summer's coming out. I mean, not summer. Spring is up. You know, the pollen's going. And I know I'm dying because, I got hay issues. I hope y'all also, some of my friends and neighbors up north, I hope y'all doing all right. I know you had a little blizzard a while back, but, you seem like things are getting a little better. So, folks, to finish off this month is one more comparison. And I finish off with two legends of sport of bodybuilding. Two beautiful ladies represent the divisions. I mean, I'm a fan of both of them. I follow their social media. And one lady, particularly, she gives me a shout out, especially when I post on that. We have here in the top of the sport of women's bodybuilding, we have here one Mrs. Helle Trevino. You know, Helle just announced her retirement about a few weeks ago. We wish her best of luck. She's moving on with her and Gina Cavario and Irene Anderson with the Team 4 Pro. Shout out to Helle. I was hoping to have her, we had an interview with them tomorrow. But circumstances happen, so we're going to push it to another time. We'll have that set up. We'll get to talk to them. And also another lady who I follow is Theresa Ivancik. She's been pro for quite some time. Both these ladies have been multiple-time Olympians. With Helle being an Olympia since the good part of the early 2000s up to her last Olympic performance was back in 2024. We're hoping to see her return, but the circumstances happen, doing injuries, stuff like that. She had to take a step back. Theresa's been in the game for quite some time. She has been a 3-time Olympian, also multiple-time Rise of Phoenix competitor. Not sure if she's competing this year. This weekend is the Triple O Dynasty. She's competed the show the last 2 years. She won it the first year. She placed, I think, in 4th last year. So she may not do that show. She might not. She knows that many shows, opportunities like there was for women's bodybuilding. New York Pro not going to have it in May, where she probably, because she's from Pittsburgh. And, New York's not too far a drive for her. She could have done last year. And Helle, she's rich from Denmark. She lived in the States here in California. Since she's kind of stepped away from bodybuilding for a bit, she's been, traveling. She's an amazing lady. Both of them are great physiques, great muscle density. I'm a fan of both of them. And so I chose them for this last comparison video, and they are the ladies who I picked. So we have them both for the last compete together was 2024. Helle looked pretty good. This was like maybe a couple years after she had surgery on her shoulder. And she returned, and this was her first Olympia. She didn't compete in 2023. And with Theresa, I think she didn't compete. I think she competed in 2023. And then she missed the opportunity in 2022. I believe she missed 2020. I think Theresa did compete in 2023. I can't remember. But anyway, this is the last Olympics together. Both ladies look amazing. Great aesthetics, great physiques. Helle has been a 2-time Rise of Phoenix champion and has been the top 5 in her last 2 or 3 Olympia appearances. But both of them are amazing, great muscle density. I'm a big fan of both of them. Here we have it is the front lat spread. If you look at it, somewhat close. But where pull away with it, Helle, she has more width and density in the upper body, especially in her shoulders, more those full muscle bellies you want to see, roundness, more detail. One thing is that I think is really that Theresa needs to work on, bringing more fullness and size. But she does have a good taper, good smaller waist, and also she has a great back. That's one thing that has been keeping her going in the last few shows. Here at the front double, somewhat. I think if you look at the lats, Theresa's a little bit more, has more width, a little more density. Helle has that great center look to her. It was really good. This is somewhat close, but if I go by aesthetics, I would say the slight edge will be here with Theresa. Here we have the side chest. Both of them has good density, good roundness in the shoulders, good pop. I think the better look when it looks at the shoulders, I would say I guess slight edge here, Theresa. You can really see more of a pop good, styration conditioning around her tricep and up to her upper shoulder compared to Helle. Helle's a little bit more dense, but she does have that size. She has that density. But if you look at better conditioning wise, I have to go with Theresa on this one. Here we have a nice shot from the back. And again, Theresa's back is just amazing. Good width. You can see the lat development. Helle, even though she has good, connection in her hamstrings, good glute development here, I think she's needed more width in her back. As you know, Helle is one of the last women who competed as consistently a female bodybuilder after she's been a pro. Many ladies have jumped, either started up one division or switched to another division, but he's one of the last who's competed in Olympia who's been consistently a women's bodybuilder. But with this one, I have to go with Theresa. Her back is just amazing. Here we have a weird double. And even though Theresa does have a little more width in the back, conditioning-wise, fullness, I have to just slight edge here to most definitely Helle. Very impressive. Like I said again, she has great definition, lines, and glutes. That's why she was 4th at this year. As you know, being a 2-time Rise Finish champion, she's qualified for life for the Olympia, So here I just went to Helle. Here we have next tricep. I think, truthfully, honestly, Theresa has the better overall definition, the lines. Helle does have the size, but you have a better connection between the upper shoulder, lower shoulder, and the tricep compared with Theresa compared to Helle. So if I go with anybody, I have to go with Theresa on this one. And we have a nice ab and thigh. I think out the gate, I have to get the Helle. Theresa is her conditioning, even though she has a better waistline, better symmetry, but her abdominals is something she need to work on. Need more, definition, more a pop to it. Helle does have a slight bit better. She has a good, shape. But like one thing is she is a bit wide in the waist. That's one thing I think hurts Helle a bit. But here I have to go with Helle, what goes to ab and thigh. We have this bicep pose. Both legs look really good. Size, projection, fullness. I might get a slight edge here to Theresa. Here, that shot from the back. Good, definition, good pop. Good, I would say good aesthetics. Out the gate, I have to give this one to Helle. I should have bought a better picture of Theresa, but they match up really good, so I have to go with Helle on this one by default. But both ladies are just amazing competitors, top line bodybuilders, multiple time Olympians, multiple time Rise of Phoenix competitors. With Helle being a 2-time Rise of Phoenix champion. I'm a fan of both these ladies. I mean, talked to them a few times on social media. Like I said again, I was hoping to have a little discussion tomorrow with them, but we had to switch gears because certain things happened and they had to cancel. But we hope maybe we can do it maybe in a week or so and have her on. Also, Irene and Gina, and talk about, as you know, they are sponsors and competitors for the Team 4 Pro. But Theresa, she's very active in the community. She's originally from the Pennsylvania area. I would say a top line competitor. Hoping she does compete this year. We still got shows like Atlanta, there's Toronto. I have not first heard that she's going to do Triple O. That's next weekend. She may not. She might want to do a later show. I hope she does pick a show. I think she has a great physique. But both these ladies are top line competitors, amazing bodybuilders, representative of their division. Women's bodybuilding, as I said, always is going to be the division I have my fondness for because I am a fan of these ladies. I respect their passion and commitment. And also, again, as a guy, as much personal, I respect their bodies, But again, both these ladies are just top of the line. I got to give them much respect, their dedication, their work ethic. I mean, it takes a lot to build muscle and be a woman. And, most people won't have the same courage or the mindset to do it, period. I would say best wishes to Helle in her new journey. A while back she had to deal with knee surgery, other stuff's happened. And I think, maybe it's time to step away from it. As a fan, I hate to see female bodybuilders step away from the sport. We still have the memories of them, but we always like to see something new when we see them in the competition season. Like with Theresa, we hope we do see her compete. What she'll bring. Not sure what show she's going to do. She'll probably, let people know which show, when she's going to do it. Can't wait to see. So I wish best of these ladies and happy to their new futures. And it's me, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.